Hi, this is Shalja Pranjal once again. Mr. Sharif Sibawi, the MP Mississauga, is here with me, and we celebrated Egyptian Heritage Month today. So, what was it? What was it all about? And what's a message you would like to give?
Thank you very much, Raja, for being here today and joining us. My name is Sharif Sibawi. I'm the MPP for Mississauga Erin Mills and PA for the Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism. And today, significance is it's the day we're celebrating the Egyptian Independence Day, which comes as part of, or we introduced the Egyptian Heritage Month Act in 2019 for specifically proclaiming months of July, the months of the Independence Day, to be the Egyptian Heritage Month in Ontario and in Canada. And that was passed 2019. Today we are celebrating the 6th year of the Egyptian Heritage Month, which is technically speaking acknowledgement from the government to the Canadian Egyptians from Egyptian origin about their contribution to the Canada prosperity and Ontario prosperity. And as a multiculturalism PA, I always talk about the Canadian multicultural fabric, which we as a government encourage every community, every culture, every group to have their own characteristics. They keep their roots, they keep their language, they keep their history, teach us about all that, and become a part of a mosaic piece in a bigger picture of the Canadian cultural fabric. And when you see in a mosaic tablet, you can see each piece of mosaic, which is color, smoothness, brightness. So every piece of mosaic have its own characteristics, and that's how we hope we are achieving that, to have every community celebrating, keeping, embracing their history, their culture, their food, their music. And that's how we all as Canadians enjoy it and know and learn about other cultures. When I go to an event for Tamil community, for Indian community, for Pakistani community, for Chinese community, for Karyali, but Filipino, whatever is a community, when I go there, it's a learning process. For me, I'm learning about the history, about the culture, about the music, taste their food, know about their habits, not from a book, not from a documentary, not from a movie, but from the people, one-on-one. And this is amazing power to Ontario and to Canada. Our diversity is our strength.
Okay, so I have one more question to you. What would you like to say, or what is the message for the students who are here on students' visa from Egypt and other countries, but they have no clue about their culture? How can they get into this out of their busy lives?
Well, actually, when I was a student myself, and I went and I studied in Hamburg, Germany, that was my first time to get exposure to different cultures. I lived in a dorm where there was a student from everywhere in the world, from Africa, from Cameroon, from Tanzania, from China, from Taiwan, from Malaysia. I learned about the multiculturalism early stage when I just was postgrad student. So I say here in Canada is maybe different than any place in the world, because the Canadian environment is very welcoming. We are very inclusive. Canadians are very nice people. They enjoy multiculturalism. They love multiculturalism. They respect everybody's, and that's a main thing. Identify Canada than anywhere in the world. When you go to any country where there's a dominant culture, Germany, England, France, whatever is the culture, there is a dominant culture, and there's visitor culture or immigrant culture. In Canada, when you are an immigrant, you don't feel that you are immigrant, because you are belonging to a community which make you feel at home day one. And I am very proud to say that, because I was part of a task force which Hazel McKillian, may God rest her soul in peace. I was in a task force in, I think, 1999, 2000. The task force was welcoming task force, which is we sit and think, how can we make new immigrants feel at home? How can we do things in the welcoming in the airport to make people feel that you are not a stranger? I myself had that feeling. This month, 29 years ago, I landed in Pearson Airport as an immigrant.
Okay.
And when I standing there in the Terminal 1 Pearson Airport with me and my wife and the luggage, we didn't know where we're going to spend the night tonight. We were asking questions about, okay, we are here now in Canada, what's next? We didn't have any plans. We didn't know anybody here. We didn't have friends. We didn't have any family. I'm not coming with my parents. I'm the one who came here with my wife as a young engineer, IT specialist.
Okay.
And I know the feeling when you stand in new land and you don't know anybody and you don't know where to go from here. Like, even if you think about it, when I say, okay, I'll take a taxi and go somewhere, like, where should I tell him I'm going?
I can
Like, I don't know
correlate.
an address.
Yeah.
I don't know any place in Canada. I don't know what's a good place or bad place. I don't know anything. There was no,
Yes.
now there's internet and you can book and everything
Yes,
is ready and
absolutely.
lots of people, and send email for friends saying, guys, I'm arriving in Canada. The time I came, there was nothing. I just sent a fax to an institute saying, hi, I am arriving. And thanks God, like that was Father Angelis, who was here today. He was the head of the church in Mississauga.
Okay.
I faxed the church saying, I'm arriving, I don't know anybody. So I didn't know what to expect. And when we are standing there for almost like an hour, we don't know where to go.
I can completely correlate.
Somebody showed up and said,
Yeah.
Father Angelos sent me, are you Sharif? And I said, yes. He said, just jump in.
Will you believe I didn't have that too? I simply have been taken to the public health officer by the immigration officer, and she was the one who helped me out with staying for quarantine and everything. So that was very raw, and of course I see, and I mean, I really, what I want to do is I want to bring all communities, especially the students who are in university, and get involved in each other's culture, know more about that. Wherever the events like this Heritage Month celebration is happening, jump into that. Doesn't matter what is your background, which country you belong to, and know about each other, food, lifestyle, and everything. That gives an awesome
Enjoy.
feeling.
All what I can tell you, enjoy. Now,
Yes.
my advice to you as a student, new to Canada, Canada is unique that you can dream. Sky is the limit. Dream whatever, but you need to work hard, be persistent, and work hard, and you'll achieve whatever goal you think of. As a new immigrant, I never imagined for a second that I will be a member of parliament. I have a student with
And
me,
that too from
international
IT.
student
Okay.
from India as well, who was my student. He's today a colleague with me in the parliament. He was
Okay.
my student. I was IT professor in George Brown, and he was my international student. And today he sits with me in the parliament.
Wow.
So sky is the limit.
Right. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate for everything what you are doing, what you've arranged for today. This is an opportunity for me too, and thank you for the invite.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you
Thank
joining
you.
us today. I hope you enjoyed, and the people, your audience enjoyed as well.
Yeah.
Happy Egyptian Heritage Month.
Happy Egyptian Heritage Month.